We're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the defending NFC champions, the Philadelphia Eagles, taking on the New York Jets. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. To about the 23. So, Charles, you look at this offense, what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the first round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave them with a 3rd down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Here's Hurts to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That was the first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Johnson on the return. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and the Jets will take over. Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. And the tight end goes in motion left. Now a late signing let go by Minnesota in June. It's Dalvin Cook. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. You look at this Eagle defense. They were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And it was the pass rush that really keyed their victory. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well.
In motion right is Davis. On 2nd down, it's Cook again. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. That's caught left side by Hardman. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the 1st down. On 4th down, here's the veteran Thomas Morstead to punt for the Jets. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Returnable now for Allen. It's a 39-yard punt, and good coverage means a loss on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy? Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there?
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick, and he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. And that was one I kind of saw coming, Charles. You had a free safety just hanging back there over the middle, waiting, and he saw that ball go in the air, and he jumped on it.
And I don't know why the quarterback didn't see that. That was just your standard cover 3, which means the free safety in the middle of the field, the 2 corners, and they divide the field in thirds. But when you have a free safety with range, like a good center fielder, he can go from side to side and make plays on the football as he did there.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. You look at this Eagle defense. They come into this one ranked number 5 in the NFL against the run.
Numbers don't tell you everything, but they do paint a pretty good picture. We're talking about 2 top 5 units going at each other. One in running the ball, one in stopping the run. I think this is going to be a whole lot of fun myself.
Oh, and that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Here's Allen. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. That'll go down as a 92-yard punt return score. And the Eagles are on the board first here this afternoon. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either. And it's 7-0. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. Returning from his end zone is Ty Johnson. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
26. 630.
Rodgers going to throw. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Nolan Smith brings him down on the pass rush.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. And that will be incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. C.J. Mosley, the linebacker, making sure his presence is felt.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Caught on the right side by Jones. Down the sideline he goes. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 50 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down. Penny is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
And as a defensive coordinator, you're almost in a no-win situation down here near the goal line. You know how dangerous Jalen Hurts is when he holds on to it. You've got to be prepared to stay with him. So when he hands it off, if you're slow in reacting, this is going to be the result.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done, because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
2nd and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
63.
Inside handoff, Penny. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Throwing is Hurts. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Hurts. And he finds Penny. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it's going to yield a new set of downs. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. This complete to Jones. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
At the 13-yard line.
On second down, here's Penny. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Chris Wormley able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up 4th down. The kick by Elliott is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Hey, take 26.
Throwing is Rodgers. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Amani Hooker. Able to slither. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Now a handoff to Chandler. And able to work his way down to the 16. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Now 2nd and 3. Here's Chandler on 2nd down. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Rashad Penny, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are able to widen their lead here in this 1st half. Elliott good on the extra point, and the route is on here in this 1st half. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. But Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp. And at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
Brings up 2nd and a yard. At the 45.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now it's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now for getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. Open man, complete downfield to Davis. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the 1st half of play.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. Right back to Davis. It's complete. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Rodgers to throw once more. That's to Davis. He's got it. Touchdown, New York. Corey Davis as the 1st half is winding down. And the Jets are on the board here in the final seconds of the 1st half. Zerline good with a PAT, and that'll make it 24-7.
Jets 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And not a very good return at all as he won't even get this back to the 15.
At their own 14-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 40, right around the 39, so solid starting field position. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
They work now on 2nd and 9. A quick throw out to Hardman on the perimeter. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. 3rd and 7 now.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And Cook has it, left side. Down the left sideline. Dalvin Cook. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Dalvin Cook, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are able to cut into that deficit. That's the score you felt they had to have here. To get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And you could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
On 2nd down, here's the option. And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get it behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
In motion left goes Allen. From the gun, it's Hurts.
Zone window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. On the return, Johnson. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play the same tempo, and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. In motion left, Hardman.
2nd and 7 at the 47-yard line.
26. Take 30.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 21. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Rodgers wants to change the look.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
A give to Cook out of the gun. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
2nd and 8 coming from the 19.
Come out. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Throwing now is Rodgers. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
26.
3rd down, here's a run by Cook. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Dalvin Cook with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the Jets have got it back to within a score. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's loose again. Room to run at the 50. Still going inside the 30. And it'll be an excellent return as he's all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
I know the special teams coach will not permit himself a smile here, but inside, he's glowing. This is what he practices for. This is what he schemes. This is what he watches tape to put himself and his team in a position to score points. An absolute dream return.
It was Chuck Clark coming up to make the tackle.
But we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit, both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
And the Eagles are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as good running gets them down to about the 4-yard line.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little touchdown, Eagles! Rashad Penny. His third touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Elliott good with a PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
And I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Now Rodgers throwing on second down. Pressure comes and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Here's Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And a fair catch is taken here, a step or 2 inside the 45-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this third quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little. On first down, Hurts flushed out right. An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Had no command that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Penny up the middle. And a short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play.
Right here, one time.
They got to get it to the 21 here on third down. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. That is caught, and they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Here's Penny on the counter. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Yeah, the Eagles are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. It's a nice run there. Gets him down to the 6-yard line. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jets are right back in this football game.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 1-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Back to the ground, this time Cook. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. 68 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Rodgers now on first down. On the slant, he's got Hardman. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Now Rodgers going to shift him around.
38-yard line.
Rodgers now looking to throw on 2nd down. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
On first down, Rodgers. Right back to Cook for another completion. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
That's another Jets first down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Hey, 626.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. That's to Davis, he's got it. Touchdown, New York. Corey Davis with a 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Jets go 98 yards and finish it off in the end zone. Zuerlein connects on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Man, if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is 2nd and less than a yard. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches. Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, you can go for a touchdown. But the runs that really make it work are the ones where you just get what you need, right? And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he is going to have the first down. And that might not officially end it, but for all intents and purposes, they should be able to run it down from here.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. 2nd and 5. Hurts sets up to throw it. Flush to his right. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. The Eagles in the victory formation as they take a knee. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Hurts down to one knee, and that should just about do it. And a sight that's becoming familiar in this season. They remain undefeated, another win under their belt.
And they did it the way that they really want to. Taking a knee at the end of the game. That means you have the ball, you're in control, you dictate the final part of this ball game, and they did exactly that.
And the clock rolls down to 0. What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in